Today we're going to make a program with Scratch. We've got it open, and here's Scratch, which is a sprite, and we'll learn how to get more sprites also, but we want to learn how to position him and how to enter coordinates to tell the program where to move him, and so that's where we're going to start today. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get to the stage, and right here, if we click there, now we've got a place where we can write scripts for the stage, or to change the stage background. So instead of white, we can change it to something else, which we're going to do. So we're going to click on backgrounds up here, and we're going to go to import, and we're going to choose the XY grid, and that shows us how Scratch positions the sprites and where the coordinates are. So we've got the x-axis and the y-axis, and the coordinates down here follow the mouse wherever the mouse goes, so I can tell where I am by moving the mouse to a position, and that will be where I'm at on the axis, or close to it anyway. So we've got that. Now we want to get some movements for Scratch, or Scratchy the cat. So first thing we're going to do is, in order to get Scratchy to be in this position, we're going to click on Scratchy right there, and then we want to put it on scripts so that now we see the sprite up here, and now we know when we write the program it's writing it for our sprite and not something else like the background. So first thing we're going to do is click on the motion palette, and we want to bring over the go to XY, and we're going to change that to 0, 125. So I just click inside there, 0, hit the tab to go over, and change it to 125. So now if I move Scratch here, and if I double click on that, it'll pop back to these coordinates each time. And now we're going to want him to move around too, but we don't want him to go too fast, so we're going to add something here under the control palette, and that is a wait, and we're going to change it from 1 second to 0.1, which will change it to 0.1 seconds, and we'll see what that does in a little bit. Now if we ever want to separate these commands, we just pull it out, and when we see that white disappears, if we let go, now it's separated. When we see that white's there and I let go of the mouse, then it clicks back into place. Next we're going to use the duplicate button, which is right up here. If I hold the mouse there, it'll tell me what these things do, but I'm going to click on that. I'm going to click on the commands here, and we're going to get 5 of these. So I'm going to do that to get 4, and then I'm going to click on this bottom pair right here, and now I've got my 5 that I want, and we're going to change the second one's coordinates to 150, hit tab there, 30. Third one we want to change to 100, negative 120. Fourth one we want to change to negative 100 and negative 120. And the last one we'll change to negative 150 and 30. And if I run that right now by clicking on that, it goes, and then it stops right there. So if we want it to go forever, which we do right now, we're going to drag out the forever block and get it to go around the top and let go and snap it in place. Now when I run this, he just keeps going, and if I can click up here to stop it, which I'll do. But we want Scratchy to glide around instead of jumping from point to point. So to do this, we're going to click the motion palette, and we're going to drag out 5 glide commands and join them together. So let's find the glide here. But you know what, before I do that, I'm going to want to change this to 0.1 also. So I'm going to just change that one, and then I'm going to use the duplicate and get 5 this way. Now I just need one more, so I'm just going to click on the bottom one, and there we go. Now we're going to change these, and the first one we're going to change to 150 30. Second one we're going to change to negative 100, negative 120. Third one to 0 and 125 for the y-axis. And the fourth one 100 and negative 120. And the last one change to negative 150 and positive 30 on that. Now we're going to drag this in. So I'm going to click, hold, and I saw the white line, drop it in there to have that. And now we've joined them together, and we're going to drag out on the control panel one clicked on there. And we'll often need multiple scripts to start at the same time, and when we use the clicked command, that's going to help us to do that. And these buttons above the stage here will start the program and stop it. So we know that. Now we're going to have him actually draw something. So we're going to go to the pen palette up here, and we're going to drag out 4 commands. We're going to drag out the clear. We're going to draw out the set pen color to, and we're going to change this to, I'm going to change mine to red. Set pen size, and we're going to change that to 10. And pen down. Alright, now I want to drag all of these up and into right there. And let's start it and see what happens. Well, he started fine, but sometimes we're going to notice something happen, like right there where it's off. That's because of the position he was in when we started the program, and that's kind of like a little bug that can happen. So to avoid that, what we could do to make sure that doesn't happen is we can drag out under the motion palette, a go to button, put that at the top, and we'll set that to where we want him to start every time, minus 150 and 30. And that way, no matter where I start him, once I actually do click start, it's automatically going to start him up at the top, so we never have a problem with the spacing there. Alright, we're going to do one more thing. We're going to add one more little script here, and we want to go to the control group. We're going to put in a one click, so that's going to start the same time as this. We're going to add a forever, and now we're going to jump to the pen palette, and we're going to add in change pen color by, and I just got to find it here, and we're going to change that to 1. And now when we run the program, it's going to change the colors as it goes. So it's a simple little program to kind of learn about how to move over commands and have the sprite do something. And that's it for this first tutorial.